Here we go, ladies. This is an update, my personal update about me, myself, and I. So, I went to see the specialist on January 29th. And when we came back, we decided not to move forward with IVF. So, I had my period on February 12th, a couple of weeks after I came back from the RE. And I got to tell you, the stress that I had to go through after I came back from the RA was a lot. So I had my period on the 12th of February and it lasted maybe 3 days. So, after that, I did not have a period for almost 6 weeks. I didn't know what was going on with my body. I didn't know why I didn't have a period. I knew I wasn't pregnant. And I went to see my doctor at least 3 times because usually I have a cycle of 25, 26 days. It was 29 days, 30 days, 40 days, 50 days. I didn't have a period, so I got a little bit worried. So I went to see her. She checked me out. My cervix was fine, my uterus was fine, and she said to me, "You probably will have your period soon." Came home, nothing happened. So I went back to see her the following week, and she had me to do some blood works, and they checked my FSH to see if it was maybe a premature menopause I was going through. And the result came back. My FSH was only 2.67, so it was the best. It was great. It was perfect. So, the doctor ruled out premature menopause. So we still don't know what's going on. So, after that, my I started spotting on March 28th. Guys, this is TMI. I'll be talking about blood. I'll be talking about, you know, these kind of things. So on the 28th of March, I started spotting. I didn't stop spotting for 5 days. I thought, okay, my period was gonna come. My period didn't start until I don't know, a week later. So I was spotting for about a week, and then bam, one day I got up, I was bleeding, heavy, heavy, heavy bleeding. And usually before I have my period, I have cramps. Since I started having periods, I was 14. I always had cramps, lots of cramps. The first time in my life, I did not have cramps. It felt like something else. It didn't feel like I had a period. So I was heavily bleeding. I have not been bleeding like this since I was a teenager because with age you don't bleed a lot anymore. I was bleeding non-stop. When you sit down or when you're lying down, you can feel the flow is coming out. I had to rush and I was passing a lot of blood clots. It felt almost like I had a miscarriage and I knew I was not pregnant. So it's been going on for days. I mean, literally. It started since March 28th when I started spotting, and my period really started maybe a week later or a week and a half later. And to this day, that is May 10th, I'm still bleeding. So, my period started really on April 4th. And if you look at my chart, you will think it's like Christmas light. One day I had it, the next day I started spotting, the following day I had a flow, the next day it stopped. So all those days, ladies, it's bleeding and spotting. Bleeding and spotting. And today, and that was the 30th. So all this, it's April. There's not one day there I did not have a spotting or bleeding. And in May, I started bleeding since the 30th of April, and today is May the 10th. So 11 days with heavy bleeding and passing big, huge clots. So I am exhausted. I am sick and tired of it. Even when I had a period for 3 days as my normal cycle, I didn't like it. So let alone I've been bleeding for 10 days nonstop. So I did not call my doctor because she said already she didn't know the reason why I was having so much problem. So she doesn't know yet that I've been bleeding. She knew that I couldn't have a period. So I'm wondering, am I bleeding like this because I didn't have a period for 6 weeks? So that's all the blood, the leftover blood, the blood that was supposed to come didn't come. Or is it because of my fibroids? So that's what I have to find out. This Saturday coming, I have an ultrasound appointment. I have to go check my fibroids to see how many I have and where they are, if they are the reason why I was not having my period, or if it's the reason why I'm bleeding so much. So physically, I'm exhausted because, you know, I've been bleeding for days. And mentally, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm over this. So I just don't know what's going on. If it is stress, if it is my fibroids, if it is age, what the hell it is. So that's what I need to find out. So that's how I'm doing. Health wise, it's not the best, and but it could be worse. Well, probably this is the worst thing that can happen to a woman, except from miscarriage and all the things. But when you're healthy, you're good, there's no other problem. This is one bad thing. I'm not talking about the cancer and all these big things, but health wise, you're not sick. I don't have any problem, but I'm bleeding every single day. So I feel like I need a break. So anyway, that's what's going on with me, guys, and I hope I get an answer soon. I don't know if it has happened to you guys before. If you have heard about somebody who didn't have a period and started with a period who wouldn't go away. So I don't know. So we'll wait and see. Again, guys, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy lives and to sit here and listen to me complaining and whining about my life. So thank you again, and I hope to let you guys know soon what's going on with me. Thanks. Bye.